Good morning, dear friends. We're welcoming the new day together and this new day with God, always with God. Sometimes we dream of sharing the good news to the world as if we are conquering a new world. One time, the disciples, they mentioned it, exactly this idea to Jesus. Jesus was talking about how to fulfill God's will and the sustenance of the soul. And they said, well, yeah, you see more clearly into the hearts of the people, and we cannot miss this opportunity to disseminate the good news. We'll take this new triumph over to Capernaum because you have undeniably achieved one of our greatest successes here among the Samaritans. And then the master smiled, listening to the enthusiastic words of Philip, while James and Andrew were just listening quietly. And Jesus added, that is not exactly what interests me. Worldly success can be a ripple on the surface. In all circumstances, all we need is to understand what the Father wants us to do. As his whole appeal is for the good, I work, but I do not concern myself with immediate victories. Very interesting for us. Very interesting. We're still like Philip, thinking that we're going to conquer the material world. But Jesus hasn't come for that type of conquest. The good news is not about the material life. It's about our immortality. It's about when we feel God's will, and we fulfill it. And Jesus is reminding us that world success can be a ripple on the surface, and he's not interested on it. And all we need is to understand what the Father wants us to do. What do you think God wants us to do? It's not about a house or a car, position. It's about the inner. No matter if we're rich or poor, God wants us to expand our loving capacity, to love more, to understand more, and to care for people along the way. What is life if we only care about the things that are are our needs? We need to care for people's needs. Amazing. Today, you and I are going to meditate on what God wants us to do. And you may be asking, how do I do it? Let us breathe in and out and talk to God. God, what do you want me to do? And listen and wait. And repeat as many times as we need throughout the day. You think we're going to have our our question unanswered? No. Let us meditate throughout the day on what God wants us to do. It's all about harmony, beauty, and the truth. And as Jesus said, the good for everybody. Let us meditate and pray together right now. are learning to listen to you. Today, we start a new approach, asking you, what do you want us to do? We want to hear from you, feel you, understand you. At each breath, we want to be closer and closer to you, feeling your presence as we breathe in and out. We want to align ourselves with your loving care. Thank you, dear God, for this recommendation by Master Jesus, for Spiritism that brings this message to us, for Chico Xavier and Humberto de Campos for disclosing it to us. And we visualize all of our homes being veiled by your love, renewing all of our health, enveloping family members, relatives, friends, colleagues at work, all and everyone. And we feel the healing energies empowering us, and we feel the loving care that comes from you, and healing energies throughout our neighborhood, our cities and states, in the whole United States, and all the countries around the world, feeling the invitation to a new beginning, to a new life, a life in which we fulfill your will all the time. We breathe in and out and visualize healing baskets being delivered to those who are in the greatest needs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so be it. You know, dear friends, right, Virginia, it's so good to pray, right, Virginia?
It's so good.
You want to tell them about the app that you found out?
Oh, yes.
There's
this app
named
Hollow, and you do visualizations. It's Catholic meditation
with
and
God and Jesus.
God and Jesus, and it's really cool.
It's soothing, you said?
It's soothing.
Did you do, how many have you done this far?
3. The first 3.
Thank you for finding out about it and sharing it with us, right?
Yes.
And friends, stay tuned at Kardec Radio because
we are always nourishing our souls.
Bye.
Bye.